I came in here so happy because I just did a banger video on Miami and the Hawks. I got my Shareem Abdul Rahim jersey on. I just did a fire video, bro. Like, I was bringing up so much good stuff, and it didn't get recorded. So I'm upset. But we're going to do it again. We have to do it again. What I was saying towards the end of the video last time is if I could construct a team and I was a GM, if I was Pat Riley or if I was Spoelstra, this is exactly how I would want my team to look like. Like, Miami never really had any down years after D-Wade won in 06. They were like still playoff teams for a while, and then they got LeBron. Obviously everybody remembers that, and then they were bad for like 2 years, and now they're back in it. I really think these are my two teams for sleepers for like Eastern Conference or like championships. If these teams were like 4 and 5 seeds, I feel like that would be such like a Game 7 that would bring so much to the NBA. So obviously everybody knows that they got Lowry over the offseason, so we went Lowry at the 1. We'll probably go Duncan at the 2. Probably go Butler at the 3, and then have Bam. I don't know if they're gonna start Tolliver. And then if you look at their bench, Gabe Vincent. I don't know if you guys remember, but when we went to go play in the Olympics USA, Gabe Vincent was playing for France and he had 42 points. And then they got Oladipo, Hero off the bench. If I were to tell you like Hero's rookie year that he was coming off the bench with Oladipo, you'd be like, damn, that's the top team in the league. I really feel like this team, 2 years ago I bet this team to go to the finals, and they did. Last year I thought this team was going to upset the Bucks, but I think that it was just too quick of a comeback for this team. The only thing this team is really lacking to me was scoring off the bench. They have it. Gabe Vincent, Max Strauss, like, they just have shooters. Like, I take my cap off. If I had my cap on right now, I would tip it off to Pat Riley. Like, he literally constructed one of the best top-to-bottom, deepest NBA teams in the league this year. And then if we look on the other side, like, I was so high on this team last year. Like, they literally built their team just like the Warriors, and everybody wants to compare Trae Young to Curry, but, like, I feel like Trae Young is doing things that even Curry didn't do. Like, to me, Trae Young is a better passer than Curry. Is he a better scorer? Not yet. But the way he's taken off, like, my MVPs for this year, obviously LeBron and KD, like, anybody on the Lakers could go and get it. But then, like, my sleepers would be Luka, Trae Young, Jokic, and Tatum. Like, I really think that those guys could come in here and just blow stuff up. And then I'm going to take it to the other side. If we look at the Hawks, they'll probably have Trae Young at the 1, Herter at the 2, Bogdanovich at the 3, Gallo at the 4, Kid Capella at the 5, just like they had last year. Then they have Lou Will, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, the dude from USC, on Kiok, I don't know how to say his last name, Cooper. And then back to Miami, they got Dedmon and Darrell Wright. So, like, I just named players that if you didn't know basketball as much as, like, I was talking about in my last video, like, Fight Reacts is always like, hey, we don't watch highlights because we have a life. Like, this is my life. And, like, I have no script whatsoever. Like, I could open my other tabs. I'm just literally talking based off of what I watched in the game yesterday. Miami looked legit. No Butler. There's no Capella in this game either. My biggest thing for Miami is health, and my biggest thing for Atlanta was scoring off the bench. They got scoring off the bench. If you look at that Lakers series when Miami lost, like, the only thing that was really hurting Miami was the fact that they were tired and they had nobody scoring off the bench. And then this next year, like, I feel like it was too quick of a turnaround for him. Like, Butler wasn't as dominant. He couldn't stay healthy. I'm pretty sure last year we played 72 games and Butler sat like 32, so he only played like 40 games. Bam looks legit. He can shoot. He can spread the floor. Biggest weakness for Miami, for me, is giving up Precious Achua to the Raptors. I really didn't like that. I feel like he was like one of those players that is just sweaty and is like somebody that you want on your team. Biggest like plus for them is probably having Oladipo stay healthy. To me, Oladipo could be a perennial all-star if he was able to stay healthy. I mean, if. I'm saying a lot of ifs, you know what I mean? And then for Atlanta, the biggest thing for me is just that their bench can score. They're defensively, like, Atlanta's pretty bad on paper. Like, people are like, oh, Herter doesn't play defense. Bogdanovich doesn't play defense. Trae Young doesn't play defense. But I don't know if you guys remember in the playoffs this year, bro, Herter was locking that ass up. Like, Herter was trying as hard as he possibly could. The thing about me is, like, the game today is about a bucket. Everybody knows today, like, that the game is about a bucket. And I've heard people say that a lot, but I'm a defensive guru as far as in the NBA, and, like, defense really does win you championships to this day, and I don't care what anybody says. I guess that's the old head in me, but, like, if you're able to stop the other team's best player, then you can win your championship. And the Hawks try so hard, bro. Like, Clint Capella worked out all summer. Trae Young was in the gym every single day. I saw him running hills when I went over to Atlanta. Like, he worked so hard. Bogdanovich played overseas. I seen Herter working out with college students and, like, at runs all the time. And, like, the thing is, the difference between them is they're not posting it on their Instagram. Like, I'm seeing it from, like, other sources and stuff. Another thing I kind of wanted to bring up was Hero is going to be legit. He had an off year last year and it really hurt him, but this kid can score. He's been a scorer since middle school. Like, I used to play against him in middle school and he could score. He's going to be elite. I don't think he's going to be an all-star, but I think people are going to, like, quit the noise on Hero being, like, a one-year wonder. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, oh, that's as good as Hero's going to get. He's not going to get any better than he is right now. But I'm thinking, like, Hero's going to be, like, 6 Man of the Year candidate. Seriously. That's how good he is. I think Pritchard is, like, just as good, maybe a little bit better, but I'm a little bit biased when it comes to that. But anyway, like I was saying, if you're Miami, you literally constructed one of the deepest teams in the NBA. Like, besides the Lakers, if you look at Miami's bench, and I was going to tell you it was Victor Oladipo, Tyler Hero, Tolliver has been an NBA starter for the last 10 years. I'm just like, so, like, tip my cap. If I had a cap, I would tip my cap to Pat Riley. Like I said earlier, because he built just a deep NBA team, which is great for the league. Like, I was talking about it in my other video, like, Miami and Atlanta aren't huge markets. They're big markets. They're top 10. They're not Lakers or Celtics or Brooklyn or New York. They're like top 10, top 5, maybe 5. This kid Cooper, legit. They got Caleb Martin, DeLon Wright. Miami's gonna be a lot. Gonna give a lot of people problems. I don't think people realize how much Miami's gonna give people problems. Atlanta's going to give a lot of people problems too. Atlanta could come out right out the gate, win 20 games in a row, or lose 20. Like, I could see either of these teams beating the Lakers by 40 and not being surprised. Like, I could see Jimmy Butler averaging 12 assists a game. That's how, like, bro, if I'm dribbling down the court and I'm an NBA pro and I can kick it to Duncan Robinson, Oladipo, Kyle Lowry, or Tyler Hero, bro, you know how happy I am? Like, Jimmy Butler is such an unselfish basketball player. Jimmy Butler would rather get an assist than score. If I'm dribbling down and I have nobody and I can lob it up to Bam or I could kick it out to Duncan Robinson, bro, I'm cheesing. If LeBron was on this Miami team, you give LeBron this Miami team in his prime, they're going 82-0. Like, all LeBron's ever needed is just consistent shooters. And the thing is, like, in the NBA, you need a consistent shooter. This was nasty. I turned it off, like, with 5 minutes left in the game. You need consistent shooters, but when you have 8 consistent shooters, like, you're straight. Anyway, like, this Miami team, this Atlanta team, I think will be really good for the NBA. I could see both these teams being, like, the 4 or 5 seed. And I could actually see these teams, like, playing each other in the first round, which would be super dope because those are bigger market teams, like I was saying. Yeah, solid bench. Tyler Hero, he is going to be a problem. Tyler Hero, 20. This random Laker fan be bringing up good points. But yeah, problem. I'm telling you right now, problem. Miami is going to be a problem. Tyler Hero is going to be a problem. Bam's going to be a problem. Lowry, and then on the other side, the Hawks are going to be a problem. Anyway, I need 40 more for 400. I love every single one of you. I appreciate you. We're doing every NBA team preview. Comment what you guys want me to do.